All right. Anyway, moving on. Chaz says, hey guys, well, hold on. It looks like I don't remember answering this one last week, so we'll go with this one. If a company has a Wikipedia page or something similar like Crunchbase, is it a good idea to include it as a link in things schema using something like SEO Ultimate for the name of the brand and variations of the brand to help with branded SERPs, or is this a stupid idea and better to just put in same as schema? Yeah, I mean, I don't fully understand the question or what you're attempting to do. So if you want to clarify that, I'll try to give you a better answer. But honestly, just put it in the same as schema. That's same as schemas. Actually, it's for your primary social accounts. However, we have for years now, we've been listing all of what we feel are the most powerful properties that are, branded profiles for a project, a brand, a company. And so I'll use what I consider to be the most powerful citations, so to speak, or places where I have a profile. So it'll be the main social media accounts, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, or excuse me, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram if you have it. I typically don't use Instagram, but so the main social media accounts, and then like the Google site, GMB website. If you have a GMB, the GMB map URL, you can also use the has map designation in schema for that also, but I also put that in same as. The Google site, if you got an SEO Shield, which you should, Press Advantage organization page, part of the SEO Shield, right? And then also I'll put in top level citations if it's for local. I've talked about how to do this many times, but typically what I'll do is just go to Google and search for the company name plus the phone number. And then whatever listings or citations show up, or any sort of profiles, period, that show up in the top 2 pages of Google search results for that brand plus phone number. By the way, if the top 2 pages are filled up with a lot of pages from the company domain, right, from that entity's domain, then you could always put in a modifier like minus then the domain name, right, the domain itself. So, mydomain.com. So the minus sign, then mydomain.com, and it will strip those from the results that it shows. So again, I'll do like a search for the brand name plus phone number, and then I'll do the minus domain.com as part of it. And then whatever shows up on those top 2 pages, I'll just put those in my same as, click through and make sure that they're relevant. If there's not really any data on the page, then it's unnecessary to put it in same as schema. But if it's got name, address, and phone number listed, and preferably with the link back to the site, then I will put that back in, or I'll put that in the same as schema. So again, top level social media, the top syndication network profiles, not all of them, but I put the top ones in, like Blogger, Tumblr, WordPress, for example. About.me is another good one. Press Advantage, Google site, GMB website, GMB map share URL, or preferably the CID equals URL, not the share URL. And then the top 2 pages of citations, or when I say citations, I don't just mean structured citations like business directories. I mean anything that Google determines in the top 2 pages for that type of a search. Why I just do the top 2 pages, because those are the ones that Google thinks are the most important or the most authoritative that are referencing your project site, right? The brand itself. So that's why I just stick with those. I don't spam it to death. I know some people that will put everything that they ever create for their brand in same as, and it's like super long. And I don't think that hurts it. But I just think that's overkill, and there's some sort of diminishing return there. So like I said, I just stick with the top level ones, and that's basically it, and typically get really good results. And that can all be done with same as schema. I wouldn't attempt any of these other things well, first of all, I'm not 100% sure what you were asking, but you run the risk of ambiguating the entity if you start messing with it. So that's why same as is a particular designation that works well for that kind of thing. Any comments on that, guys? I know it's probably going to be mostly me today.
Nothing on my end.
Okay.
Looks good.
All right, moving on.